hates dating. Yes. Good, we're in agreement, because otherwise it's going to be a long fucking night. Yeah, my love life's kind of like the Tower of Terror. You know that ride at Disneyland's California Adventures? You know, I love Disney, actually, because everything there is more than a ride. Actually, it's an experience. And, well, the Tower of Terror is an experience. Kind of like my love life is an experience. See, Tower of Terror has this shaft. Again, like my love life. In this case, it happens to be an elevator shaft inside an old Hollywood hotel. And so, like, all these different types of people get on, except no black, brown, yellow, or tan people. It's classic Disney. There's this ominous voice. It's Rod Serling. He says, "You are about to go beyond the fifth dimension, beyond the corners, deepest, darkest corners of your imagination, inside the Tower of Terror." And the doors close, and the lights flicker, and then the shaft goes from like one floor to the next at really rapid speeds. It goes from like the lobby on up to the library, from the library down to the boiler room, from the boiler room all the way up to the 13th floor. That's the top. That's when they take your picture. Jeez. And then you fall fast and hard, and your stomach rises up to your throat, and you almost puke as you scream in the dark like a girl, ah! Or like a boy, oh shit, oh shit, just like my love life. Ah!
Girl, give me that, come on, girl, get down, girl, give me that, DOE got you, baby, girl, I hear you talking that. Like you got things in control. I'm gonna sit across my lap. Things you need to know. I got that.
Hey, Janine. Janine, are you there? Hi, it's me, Arletha. Hi, how are you, girl? Guess where I'm calling from? Yes, I bought it yesterday. I drove it straight off the lot. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, well, I couldn't ride with my brother anymore. I mean, first of all, he's way too peppy, and nobody wants that in the morning. Yeah, and his music girl, Lady Gaga, Adam Lambert, European house remixes. I mean, seriously. You know what he needs? Then he could have his full, complete mobile gay club on wheels, like an air freshener. It smells like poppers. Hold on. Hey, you cut me off! What are you gonna do for your next trick, Houdini? Yeah, hey girl. No, I'm more independent. Yeah, I just got that new apartment and I got the new car, and you know, what? Until I find a husband, is that what you said? Oh my God, you sound like my mother. I don't see that happening anytime soon. A lesbian? No, girl. I don't even like to eat tuna. I know. No. You know what? Besides that, my brother, he's gay enough for all of us. I told you that. Girl, did you know he has 3 French bulldogs named Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose? Sophia? Yeah, that's his teacup pig. Yeah, he's gay. He's the gay one, and I'm the single black female. SBF. And I'll probably always be SBF. And I'm okay with being SBF, and I'll never be MBF, and that's fine with me. I mean, I have a great job, I have a great life, and girl, I have great friends. Besides that, I have
Jesus.
I'm so blessed to have him in my life, really. I mean, because
Jesus loves unconditionally and will never leave the toilet seat up.
and
Jesus is always there, even during the playoffs.
I mean, he really is the only man for me. Well, and my brother Gary. But he's my brother, and he's gay. He has a glass box full of glitter that says "break in case of fatlessness."
He's so gay.
Dating sucks. Listen, that's my thesis of the night. Dating sucks. And it doesn't matter who you are. You can be young, old, middle-aged. You can be male, female, transgendered. You can be gay, straight, bi. You can be pretty ugly. It does not matter whose nose smells it. That shit stinks. And here are 4 reasons why I hate dating. Number one is the marketing, you know, the selling. We have to let people know, like, oh, I'm available, pick me, you know, like, oh, pick me, I have great hair, pick me, you won't believe the things I can do with my mouth, pick me, nobody in my family has ever been to jail. nobody in my immediate family. Number 2, the mask. People always say they want to see the real you. People do not want to see the real you. People want to see the dating me. See, the dating me is attentive and noble and exciting. The real me is high. I'm high right now. Yeah. The dating me, yeah. The dating me likes fashion and getting dressed up. The real me wears t-shirts and jeans every day. Like, the real me doesn't eat salad. The dating me eats salad. The dating me eats salad to make you think I'm health conscious, but I'm not. The real me hates salads because it gives the real me the toots. Number 3, dating gives me the toots. Number 4, the interrogation. That's when you have to answer all these questions about every choice you've ever made in your life leading up to the date that you finally get. It's kind of like a job interview, except, well, you get to drink at least. Hey, Pip, you want to have children? Yeah, sure. I mean, actually, I've always wanted to be a father to somebody else, like the father I never had. I can tell by your silence that you don't want kids. And that's okay, that's cool. I don't have to have kids. I mean, why would I want to have like a non-cynical human being in my life that wants nothing more than love and play and eat sugar? I could be hanging out with gay hipsters at a club, watching drag queens. How do you feel about open relationships? Oh, I don't think that's for me. I'm not against it, never say never, but I'm pretty brand loyal. I don't even like to go to Starbucks outside of my neighborhood. But again, never say never. Variety is the spice of life, and I am nothing if not spicy. It's like this barbecue chicken salad. I love salad. Pip, you ever had a venereal disease? Chlamydia. Funny story. I had just moved to LA and it was Christmas time. I was lonely, so bathhouse, sex club, chlamydia. I can tell by your silence that you don't get my sense of humor. Chlamydia. It's funny. Because it burns. Hello. Welcome to the Lucky Horseshoe. By the way, Malibu drinks are $2 off for the next 20 minutes when you use the code word lunch meat. This is only my second week as an exotic dancer. I used to be a professional cowboy. A real one, with a horse, I still got that horse. He's at a stable. I love that horse. His name is Jack. He's actually the reason why I'm here. Stable fees, well, they ain't cheap. But Jack, well, I gotta be honest. He's my very best friend. Jack, well, he's strong, and, he's fearless, and, man, he's smart. I remember this time back on the trail, Jack and I were out, and doggone it, we didn't run into this cowgirl friend of mine, and, well, let's just say one thing led to another, and, we did what comes naturally to horny cowboys and cowgirls. All night long, I couldn't stop thinking about her, even after she rode off. I told Jack, because, well, he's an excellent listener, I told him if there was another time and place, that cowgirl and I, well, we might be man and wife, have some nice house and maybe some kids, a little girl perhaps, we do all that diaper changing and potty training and terrible twos. Oh, by the way, buffalo wings are 2 for $1 for the next 10 minutes. Here's the code word. she'd be the best cow inseminator the 4-H show ever did see. She'd have those dance shows I always said I hated, but secretly I really loved. Yeah. Oh, and I could see me and the missus there. I'd have a rifle in my hand and we'd be standing on the front porch going, "Hey, Johnson boy, you quit trying to fuck my daughter." But he won't. He won't quit. Me and the wife, we're gonna be together a long time. Jack's gonna be there too, right by my side. And he's gonna have a pretty mare right by his side. And we're all gonna grow old and die together. Yeah! Greater detail and more specificity. That's what Jack said to me. I speak fluent horse and I didn't know what he was talking about. He said he didn't want no mare. He wanted a stallion. Well, I ain't never seen no gay horse before, but I guess it makes sense. He's always been overtly masculine, more than any other horse I ever known. And don't matter to me, he's still my horse. And I told Jack I still want to have that dream, you know, the one with me and the cowgirl. And Jack's there too, only this time with a same gender-loving horse of his own. Like I said, as long as we're together and we're happy. Oh, by the way, stable fees is going up, so for the next 30 minutes I'll be giving blowjobs in the bathroom. Cold word, Betty White. Was on both a boy and a girl, which I don't think makes me bisexual, because in reality I wanted to marry him, but I wanted to dress her. She was real cute. She had like strawberry pigtails and freckles and like the cutest little smile, even though she didn't have her 2 front teeth. He was adorable. He had dark hair and blue eyes, and he was tall, like 3'8", 3'9". His name was Henry. His name was Henry. Henry was also my seat buddy on field trips. So I actually took my first field trip in the 1st grade. My first field trip was to the zoo. I remember being so tiny and the bus being so big. It's lunchtime and the teacher asked us what kind of milk we want, white or chocolate. At the time, I was an exclusive chocolate drinker. If it wasn't brown, it was not going down. Which is weird, because later on in my life, this white guy used that as a pickup line for me. But that is another story. This is a story about my first crush in the 1st grade on my first field trip with Henry, my seat buddy. Henry and I always sat in like the back of the bus, you know, like over the wheel. There was like more bounce when you hit the bump. Wow, I just had a moment of self-discovery there. The milk. Yes. So, they're bringing it back in on those little red rectangular trays with all the milks on it, and there's this whisperings going on in the bus. And I don't know what the people are talking about. Finally, someone whispers in Henry's ear, and Henry turns to me, and Henry says, "Hey, why are your gums brown? Is it because you drink so much chocolate milk?" I don't know. I never thought of that before. Hey, did your gums used to be pink? You know, normal? How come I never noticed I was the only black kid on this bus? I stopped drinking chocolate milk that day. I learned if you really, really want somebody to like you, it's important that you change everything about you that they don't understand. Hey, Squirrel.
name is, huh? What your name is, honey? Francesca. Oh, girl, you look like a lemon drop. I love lemon drops. Welcome to the club, Francesca. I'm glad to see you here. It's an exciting night to be here. Did you see Neil Patrick Harris up in here? Ooh, child, he's fine. Oh, my Lord. All these fine out celebrities be coming up in here. You know, they even got black ones now. You know that, these black celebrities? They got that Frank Ocean. Ooh, Francesca. Ooh, I would sip him up like a cold yoo-hoo on a hot afternoon. I mean, he is gorgeous. You know, when I was young, they didn't have no out celebrities. Definitely no out gay black celebrities. You know, when I was young, the only black celebrity that they had that was out was the one and only supermodel of the world, RuPaul. Child, she was sick. Still is. I mean, with the face and the body and the clothes and the audacity to be unapologetically fabulous. Oh, child, that spoke to my inner sissy. I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, I was not so masculine. I was so feminine that my daddy would hold out my chair and call me ma'am. Girl, God, I miss my daddy. I mean, I wish there was more people like him, but, you know, kids can be cruel. But when you like me, you know, special, you got to own it, honey, and be it, and work it, and go with it, honey. I ain't got time for none of that mess. You know, I never really was in the closet. I just couldn't really be, except maybe to get some shoes out the back. You know, I can't stand none of these closeted bitches. They get on my nerves, actually. Now that I think about it, I can't stand them at all. Let me take you there, Francesca. It was Chicago, 1999. I was at this nice bar on Halstead Street. They had like outdoor terrace and everything. And this really fine piece of dark chocolate chisel, gorgeous, had, you know, Olympic realness body. Just came right on up to me. And he said to me, "Hey, I'm on the DL." The DL? Francesca, I didn't know what the hell that was. I said, "I seen the original Kings of Comedy. You ain't no motherfucking DL here." He said, "No, I'm on the DL, the down low." Oh, child. Yes. I looked at them sweet almond eyes of his. I said, "Listen, faggot." June 28th, 1969. Stonewall riots.
That's right.
Bunch of drag queens, and probably some closeted queens like yourself, had enough of people pushing them around. I mean, they had enough of people that telling them what to do. And I'm sure, Francesca, that some of them probably had parents that they was afraid of. They probably had like religious people in their life they was afraid of. Probably was afraid they was gonna lose their job. But you know what? Coming out was better than living a lie. And so they did. So I can't stand these closeted bitches, because you know what? If you ain't got the balls to come out, you just a pussy, honey. And I ain't a proud and loud fag. I do not fuck a pussy. I really don't understand people on the down low in 2013. It seems odd to me, actually. This is a true story. I was catching the bus right here in LA, and this guy that was clearly on the DL stepped up to me on the bus stop. And he was sexy, you know, like in a homeless kind of way. He was charming, though. And, no, he was. You just have to take my word for it. He stepped up to me and he said, "Hey, how you doing?" Let me give you some context for this, if you don't mind. The 3 months previous to "Hey, how you doing," well, my grandmother had died in April, and I totaled my car in May, and my boyfriend dumped me in June. So on this warm July day, "Hey, how you doing?" looked really good. So I said, "Hey," back, and he said nothing. He just hovered around me, kind of like a cat that had found a mouse. A cat that had found a mouse filled with seafood. Nary. He just hovered, and then I just continued to wait on the bus, and finally the bus came. And so I got on the bus, and he got on the bus, and I sat on the bus in the back, over the back wheel. And I know what I like, people. He stood on the bus.
lived across from me, and I fucked me so hard, I wanted to like lube his corneas. Finally, after a few stops, he pulled like that thing for the stop to get off, and he gave me one of those like head things, like like come with me, and I what? No. He sensed my hesitation, and he just leaned over. He was a man of few words, but he used his words economically. He said, "You must have a boyfriend. That's cool. He can make love to you, but I will tear your shit up." I cherish that moment. I do. I mean, isn't that great? He thought I had a boyfriend.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than me.
Hey, I'm glad to be sitting in with you guys today. Let's just get right started real quick. First things first, I'm going to turn this off, which I hope you guys have done already. I assume you have. Good. Okay. My name is John Mcclane. Yes, just like Die Hard. Yeah, I've heard all the jokes before, so get it out of your system. I'm not a balding, smart-mouth cop. I've never blown anything up. I'm actually Dr. John Mcclane. Although, I will say this. When I was in high school, I dated a girl who looked a lot like Bonnie Bedelia. She was in Die Hard. Anyway. I am the former assistant professor at the University of It Doesn't Fucking Matter, because I'm with you today. So, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Let's just get started, shall we? So, I understand that you all are 5th graders. Hold on, I gotta take this. I'm sorry. Hello? Yeah, Jamal. Yeah, I can't talk right now. I'm teaching. No, I told you I had a job this week. No, it's not another man. I said I was teaching. Yeah, hold on just 1 second. Class, I'm so sorry about this. Why don't you all take out your textbooks? I want you to start reading on, turn to page 95. Start reading the last paragraph beginning, "The passage from Africa was long, hot, and way too crowded," to the top of page 98 with a paragraph ending, "Freedom wasn't just for whites anymore." Yeah. No, I'm molding young minds, and you are thinking I'm ignoring you. That's not what's going on here. No. You're not going to blame that on me. Not now. Oh, how can you say that? I've always been there for you. I was there. Who was there for you when you wanted to be a dancer at the Lucky Horseshoe? Me. Who was there for you when you dropped out of college? Me. Who was there for you when Morris Day died? Yes, I love that cat. No, you do. You always complain about the wrong. No, you do. You do. Well, you do. You do. What is your name? Babs. Okay, I heard you making fun of me saying doo-doo. If you don't control yourself, you will find your face in detention, okay? I'm trying to save my fucking relationship, if you don't mind. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Some kid named Babs. What? No. We always do what you want to do. Shut. No. What do you act like? You act like you're a slave and I'm the master. Hold on. Actually, this might be applicable to what you guys are just reading about the southern states and the slave trade. Actually, slavery is a really fascinating subject. Actually, did you know that slavery is the reason why black people are actually good at basketball? It's fascinating. That's the thing about history that I love the most. Everything always turns out well in the end. No. Why don't we take a break here? Let's go outside and smoke some cigarettes during recess. Songs a lot. I mean, I really love breakup songs. I consider myself sort of an expert at them because I've been dumped so much. This song. When I was a teenager, my favorite breakup song was All This Love by the group DeBarge. It was a perfect breakup song for a teenager, for me to work out my angst over puppy love. It's actually a song about falling in love, about blossoming love, but it really didn't matter because that's what was happening to me at that time. I mean, I was 15. And the lyrics of the song actually say, all this love is waiting for you. Like this.
And all this love is waiting for you.
I was a virgin. You can't be a teenager forever. So I grew up and I picked out a song that I thought was a little bit more sophisticated. Oh, this is such a good song. Yeah, way more mature, you know? Because it's actually about people who were actually in a relationship and it didn't work out. You're the only one who really knew me at all. Come on, y'all, let's sing along. Take a look at me now. This is real. I had a breakup about a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, and I turned to the sweet melodic voice of Denise Williams. Not Let's Hear It for the Boys. That's a good song. But this is a song called Silly, and Silly's a great song because Silly's a song where the singer actually sort of takes responsibility for what happened in her choices, while at the same time blaming the boyfriend for everything going wrong. The perfect breakup song. Silly of me to think that I could ever have you for my God. How I love you. How I want you. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's bring back bad memories. Those are three of my favorite breakup songs. I'm just kind of curious. I love hearing other people's breakup songs. So just anyone in the house, just yell out your favorite breakup song. Anyone?
Dancing on my own.
Dancing on my own. Dancing on my own. I know that song. Who's it by?
Robin.
Dancing on my own by Robin. Good choice. I love Robin. I've seen her live. She's good. Dancing on my own by Robin. Last week, you guys were not fortunate enough to be here, but last week my ex actually was in the house with his new husband, and he actually, when we were dating, took me on a very romantic trip to Sonoma County. So I'm just curious, anyone, just what's the most romantic location you've ever been on with a lover, past or present? Paris. Good. Ooh, fancy. Being in the entertainment biz, I have dated lots of actors. So one time I got a gift of a autographed picture, no bullshit, from one of my boyfriends. He was a winner. What's the worst gift you ever got from an ex? Anyone?
A cassette.
A cassette? Like a mixtape cassette?
No, Scott Joplin.
Oh.
Scott Joplin?
Yep, and a case to carry it.
Oh. Like ragtime?
From a boyfriend, yeah.
Oh. Boo. I hate when people talk on their cell phone in public, especially public transportation. What's a pet peeve? Anyone?
Public transportation.
Public. Fair enough. Last thing, and this was open for anyone again. What is the name of any ex of yours that was an asshole? What's that? John. I heard John. All right. I now take you to this bedroom.
12 days. 3 hours and 49 minutes since Francisco broke up with me. I miss her so much. I miss all the good times that we had together. Every time I have a baguette, I can't help but think about all the great times and great Parisian food that we shared together. I was feeding the cat the pate, and I just thought, that reminds me of Francisca. Oh, I'm not surprised that we broke up. You know, we didn't have anything in common. Her taste in music was terrible. She got me that cassette tape, Scotland. Hated it. And then she was always on me because I took public transportation. But you know what? I'm saving the world by taking public transportation. I'm leaving a smaller carbon footprint, Francesca. So you need to get over yourself. I'm moving on with my life. I'm dating men now. I have a date with a guy named John tonight, and I feel very optimistic about it. I am okay. I am okay.
Somebody said you got a friend. Does she love you better than I can?
Sometimes people think because I am black that I have a really huge dick. That's a problem for me. Actually, what I have been able to tell from my own personal survey and from reading, I think that actually I am above average. I'm around average. Maybe a little bit below average. No, like maybe a couple of steps below average, but you know what? It doesn't matter actually because it's not the size of the wand. It's the magician that wields it. Unless your wand's like that. Don't wear shorts. I shouldn't be going on about this actually because I sound kind of crazy, but I think about this because my dad had a big dick. No, I wasn't looking to see it. I mean, I'm not a pervert. I'm a slut. There's a difference. I accidentally saw my dad's dick when I was like 20. He took me to like a baseball game or something like that, and there was like one of those, like in the bathroom there was like one of those trough style urinals. I don't know if you know these ladies, but it's like a trough communal row style kind of thing where everybody just does it out in the open. And my dad and I were just there and doing our thing, and I'm looking at him, and basically he and I have like the same face and build, and we even have like the same bad temperament. But whoa, what the fuck? I couldn't get the big dick? I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm not a size queen. I hate size queens. If you are a size queen, you're not going to like me. I mean, I do okay. I still do okay. I mean, guys like me. I have a nice enough face. I got a big booty. Some guys like that. You know, don't be fooled because, you know, I speak softly and carry an average stick. You know? I can do magic.
You desire magic, and you know you're the one who can put out the fire.
I should be embarrassed by that last piece, but I'm totally not. Thank you. I'm glad my grandmother's not here. Actually, I'd like to talk to you about her for a moment, because she's somebody I used to talk to her about all kinds of things when I was growing up, like what my life would be like when I got older. And I
I still miss her so much. She was a great lady. She was so sweet, but tough. Like, tough broad. Like, she used to carry one of those little tiny lady pistols inside her brassiere when she was younger. I mean, she was that kind of broad, you know? And one of the things this is so weird what you remember about people after they're gone. I remember she was very, very black. And I don't mean like this, I mean like this. I mean this, she was civic, she voted and all that. But, I mean like physically, she was dark skinned, she was black. She was like midnight black. Like shoe polish black. Like turn on your headlights black. Like tar black, but a shade darker than tar black. Like she could get lighter black, but never darker black. Like space, the final frontier. Very black. And a real round face, very round and black. She kind of looked like a peppercorn with a wig and a church hat on. I do. I miss her. I never came out to my grandmother. I never had to. It's not like she was gonna like hate me or anything like that. It just wasn't an issue. It was a non-issue for us. But I did confirm to her that I was gay. I remember it very well. It was my second semester of my first year of grad school, and I was dating this guy. He was this balding, neurotic actor from Elbow Lake, Minnesota. His name was Michael. And Michael and I were very, very different. I mean, he was always moody and brooding and attitudey, moody brooder, and I was upbeat all the time. So we just fought. We just always fought. And like after 5-6 months of that, it was really apparent that we either needed to like break up or change something. And so what we changed was me. I changed. I started smoking, and I changed my hair color, and I let him move in with me, and I even bought like a Spin Doctor CD. Yeah, it didn't work out that well. Michael stopped liking me, and I don't blame him. I mean, the person that he had fallen in love with was now this imposter that knew all the words to Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. I was devastated. I really was. I didn't know who to call. So I called my granny. What's the matter, baby? I just broke up with my boyfriend, and it hurts, Granny. It hurts a lot. I know, baby. I know. This is what Grandma wants you to do. Grandma thinks you should drink. No, boy! Quit playing. Grandma thinks you should go somewhere real nice. You know, have yourself a special meal. You know, a piece of cake always makes Grandma feel good when she's blue. And I know you like chocolate. Yes, ma'am. Then what I want you to do is I want you to come home. Then I want you to give yourself a nice hot bath and listen to some music, you know. And then I want you to do your homework. Okay? And in the morning, you're going to forget about all this. Things going to be different. And if they ain't, you call Grandma, all right? Yes, ma'am. And Pepper, you're going to go to a lot of places, and you're going to do a lot of things. You ain't even going to remember this one day. But I want you to remember this. I want you to remember Grandma loves you. Yes, ma'am. So that's it. My life is like the Tower of Terror. You know, it's got its highs, it's got its lows, and sometimes it makes you puke. But you know, like any ride, sometimes not sometimes, every time, you got to get off. Everybody does. You sometimes just, you just got to cut the shit and just kind of realize, like when it comes to dating and love, that, that you don't need anybody outside of you to make you feel better about yourself. Like you're enough. You're good enough. Like I'm enough. Oh wow. Actually, I just had one of those like Inyalo Van Zandt kind of moments. Wow. I don't need anybody to tell me that I am okay. I don't need anybody to tell me that I am enough for them. I don't need to change anything. I don't need to change my gums or my dick size. Like that's nonsense. I'm too busy for that kind of nonsense. I'm busy living my life to the fullest, actually. And Kelly Clarkson is wrong, actually. You know, my life does not suck without you. It blows. No, wait, that's the wrong word. It trumpets. It trumpets. It trumpets a majestic sound. Like majestic, like a queen has entered the room. And that queen is me. You know what? Right now, Your Majesty's gonna take it to the dance floor, if you don't mind. I've had a really great time with you guys. One more thing. You know when people say that don't look for love will find you? This is really important. I hate when people say that. But damn it, they ain't right. I mean, when you're not looking, that's when it happens. Like, bam, you meet that person and suddenly you find yourself in a relationship. And I'm hoping it lines up there on the dance floor. I'll let you know all about it next time around. By the way, only thing worse than dating? Motherfucking relationships. It's a workshop stage right now as I develop this show, and there's been changes this week from last week, and there might be some more changes next week, and there will definitely be some major changes the next time around, and you guys are such an important part of this process, and don't think it doesn't mean the world to me that you're here helping me work this out. So, ooh, yeah. Did you get my good side? I watch the face. Anyway, thank you all for coming to the Second City. See all the other shows that are here. There's some fantastic talent here. But thank you so much for coming to see me. And good night.